10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Challenge. We are in week number 6 right now, and we have the man with us that has not necessarily only just changed the lives of the people that are in this room right now, but you got a whole entire country motivated right now on this shred diet. Dr. Ian Smith.
What's up, guys? What's up? Finally, I'm in with y'all. Like,
you in.
Right? This has been going on.
We official shredders.
You guys are official shredders. Shredder Nation's blowing up. But I'm going to tell y'all something. You guys, you know, your videos that you guys post, your tweets, you guys get people just revved up, and that's the kind of energy people love. You know what I'm saying?
See that?
Yeah, Team
Taiwan. You know, I sweated in my shirt so much I had to leave it at home. And when you came in, you said, "What's up?" And it's not even about what's up; it's about what's down. That's and right. Our weight is down. Let me tell you, Dr. Smith,
Dr. Ian or Ian, you know,
Dr. Ian, I have been trying to get to 218 pounds for almost 5 years. When we started this diet, I was somewhere around 230.6. As of right now, I'm like 215 pounds, 3 pounds below what I was aiming for. And I feel like within the next 2 to 3 days, I could even maybe get to, let's say, 212, 210. We're going to see what's happening. I don't want to be too ambitious.
All right, well, first of all, you're very muscular, right? I don't know if people at home can see that, how muscular you are. But so a guy like, people say, well, that's too much for a guy his height, but it's not because you have so much muscle mass. You know what I'm saying? But you dropping that kind of weight is an inspiration because a lot of guys are afraid to lose weight because they think they still can't be muscular.
Right.
Right?
That's what he said. Well, tell him the quote.
I don't want to look like you can walk up and punch me. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I want to lose the weight, but I don't want to look like, you know, Captain America before he jumped in the program. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I was a little concerned about that, but, like, the cardio that we do makes it to where, like, it shows off more muscle because you're leaning up, you're trimming down, and then I chased that with a little bit of push-ups, a little bit of bench press, but, you know, nothing too advantageous. At my maximum, I couldn't even tell you, man. Like,
what do you rep?
I usually do anywhere between 10 to 15 reps and 3 sets.
Okay, and how high do you go when you do that?
How high?
Yeah, how much weight?
If I'm feeling very adventurous, I'll go like just 200.
Okay.
If I'm going just like on like we did heavy cardio that day, I'll have like 145 on each side and just do it. Yeah, like the lower the weight, the higher the reps. The higher the weight, the lower the reps.
You know what's crazy is that a lot of guys now are seeing your tweets and they're willing to say, "Hey, let me check this thing out," because I always follow when you guys tweet who follows me and who asks questions, and a lot of guys who are kind of reluctant to get on the Shred program are trying to do it now.
That's amazing, man, because, like, people, when they see results, they become a little bit more inclined to want to jump with the program because, like, you know, there's nothing cooler to me than when I see people who I haven't seen in, like, 6 or 7 weeks, and they be like, "Yo, man, you lost weight." Like, even right before you got off the elevator to come over here, like, some people who we work up here with who maybe hasn't seen me, like, in a couple days, but, like, "Oh, man, every time I see you, it's like less of you." And, like, that lets me know this thing is working.
And your face, too, by the way. You can tell in your face. Like, your face more chiseled.
Even my beard lost weight.
Well, you know, a thing that he touched on, which I said was the most inspiring and crazy thing is he's saying that a lot of guys are reaching out to him because, remember, I told you I was amazed that the hip-hop community jumped out like, "Yo, do it for hip-hop." Remember, I was like, yo, like Stickman and Ed Lover and D Nice and MC Light and the Brat and all these people is like, yo, that's an inspiration not only for us but for the kids. You know what the 2 buttons are right now. Yeah. Child obesity, anti-bullying. And this shred diet actually could talk to both of them because when you shred and get right, that bullying is going to stop.
Exactly.
And you know what's crazy is that David Banner a few years ago lost a lot of weight because he had a little health scare. And I remember he was talking to me saying, "I got to do something about it." And he lost a lot of weight. And he's the first guy I remember, like, in the major hip-hop world who said, you can still be hip-hop, you can still do your thing, and still be healthy. Like, you don't have to be unhealthy to be in the hip-hop world. So I want to give props to David Banner, me personally, for opening up the doors for people, you know, who listen to hip hop, whatever, going out at night but still want to look good and feel good.
And another awesome thing I got to say about your program, Dr. Ian Smith, is it's a lifestyle that's easy to maintain. A lot of people jump on diets and they're like, oh, I don't want to starve myself. Never once during this diet, I think, have I said, oh, I'm so hungry, because like it gives you great options.
Can I interject for 1 second, Dr. Ian?
Okay. Okay.
Me. That book has been my Bible for the last 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Monsieur Headkrack, I speak to him, and he's got pizza. Not on the pizza day.
Okay, because there's a pizza day on the program.
Not on the pizza day.
Okay.
He's got tacos. What was that taco called that you had?
The Matador.
The Matador. That sounds like trouble, doesn't
You know,
it?
I'm like, there's no way that he should be able to beat me in a realistic world, because I followed that to the T, and he's always what do I say? You deviate, like you.
Yeah,
he has creative control over
creative license.
Yeah.
If this book is the Bible, there are some days where I backslide. But there's nothing wrong with that, because it accompanies.
See, that's what he's touched on. I tell people that this is the most forgiving program you can try, because some diets, the minute you go off the program, you gain tons of weight and you messed up your chemistries inside of your body. With the Shred program, you have a bad day. Okay, it's a bad day. Next day you start all over again, and you don't lose your place per se. You see what I'm saying? So it does allow you, and listen, I wrote the program for its flexibility, meaning that if you don't follow it to the T, that if you follow it 70% of the time, you're still going to see some great results. And, of course, doing the exercise. The exercise is important. Now, I don't need you to be in the gym for an hour and a half. In fact, if you gave me 30 minutes of just some cardio, you could break it up 2 or 3 times a day or one time. But if you give me that exercise and you eat reasonably well, you're going to drop the pounds.
Okay, and that most of the exercise days in there are usually like 30-minute workouts. Sometimes on a big day, it's like 45 minutes.
That's right.
And people have a tendency to say, yo, I go to the gym, I get bored being on a treadmill. Like, what are some tips that you can give people that feel like they get bored when they're in there putting in that work?
The first thing I say is try to stay away from what I call steady state exercise. And that means that don't go on a treadmill and just walk for 45 minutes at the same incline, the same pace. Instead, vary your workout. Spend 15 minutes on the treadmill, but do it in bursts. It's called interval training. Go hard for 45 seconds, back off. Go hard for 30 seconds, back off. When you do this kind of back and forth, that keeps your body really, really, your metabolism revved up very high and makes you burn through fat calories. The second thing is change machines. I mean, people go and they do one thing for an hour. That's the worst thing you can do. Not the worst thing, but it's not the greatest thing you could do.
Right.
Go in, do one machine, then go take a little break, go to the next machine, because not only are you changing the muscles that you're demanding to be tested, you're also changing your respiration pattern. So all this incorporates, you know, burning more calories by switching things up.
And also, you got to ventilate while you're in the gym. Rock comfortable clothing. Rock comfortable clothing. Big shout out to Under Armour, who got behind the Shred program, gave us some great gear to work out in. Not only are we in the gym sweating, but we're looking great while we're doing it.
We're looking good.
Shout out to
Hey,
Under Armour.
you know, speaking about Under Armour, which is funny, because when we started the challenge, I was rocking Under Armour large. They're too big. I need the Under Armour medium now.
They're too big now, right?
Because Under Armour's got to fit you almost like the superhero shirt.
Right.
You don't want a baggy Under Armour shirt. You know what I'm saying? So they
you want to show a little definition.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You want to come out looking like you said, I might be smaller now, but don't push me, you know? Wait, I have another funny thing about this guy. And I really appreciate actually going through this with me and us going through it together, because having a teammate, even though we're in a competition, we never approached it as he's the enemy. We work out together. We help each other. Friendly competition, which I'm going to win, by the way. Like, you'll see.
How many days we got left?
We got, today's Thursday. The thing is over Sunday. 3 days.
3
days.
3. And there's nothing he can do to catch me. Now, the thing that helps him is it's not a weight loss competition, because I knew I would win that, because when we started, I was 4 months pregnant. Like, and he wasn't. So I knew I had more weight to lose.
We got him down to his first trimester.
No, actually, I'm going to go take the test when we finish. Now I can just piss on the stick now. But when we started, I was far along. I was too far. But there's a couple of things that he's helped me, but it's a couple of things that he's made me laugh. I'll go to the thing he made me laugh. He lost weight. He gains it back. Then he loses it again. but he adds all of that in his total. He goes, I lost 15 pounds. How did you lose 15 pounds? You started for 230, you had 220, but I gained 5 back and I re-lost it.
Can you count cumulative weight that you've lost in the entire weight loss process?
So in my field, we call that creative accounting.
He's got creative licensing, creative accounting.
I'm gonna use that same philosophy when I do my taxes this year.
But he did help though, because like I didn't know about the little lean shakes and the little like he made things simplified. Like where you could get the frozen vegetables. There was a serving of one. I was having problems with the serving sizes and the lean shakes and the protein shakes. So he was very creative with that.
Can I tell you guys, first of all, you know that we're not doing absolute weight. We're doing percentage.
Yeah. Right, body fat.
So, no. We're doing percentage of weight loss. So, if you weigh 200 pounds, I'm just making this up. If someone weighs 200 pounds and they lost 20 pounds, they've lost 10% of their body weight.
Okay.
You see that? It's how much, because that makes it equal. So, it's because let's say someone's 500 pounds and someone's 160, obviously the 500 pounder is going to lose more weight.
Right.
Makes sense.
That's called absolute weight. We're not worried about that. So, where'd you start?
I started at 230.
Right. So we're going to take whatever your number is and see what percentage of 230 you lost. We're going to take your number and see what percentage you lost. Whoever has the biggest percentage loss, that's the winner. Let's just be clear.
And this guy over here is somewhat of a saboteur. On days where it's like you're supposed to have 20 almonds, he'll give me a bag of 32 almonds.
But I bring him almonds.
He doesn't think I'm on to him.
Wait,
but
I can't count your almonds for you. I just gave them to you. You got
to do the counting, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, look, he didn't even have to worry about bringing them in. I go, here you go. I had
also tasted hints of sugar and cinnamon on the almonds he gave me too. I was like, I don't think
your almonds.
Yeah, I don't think this is what Dr. Ian.
So, but I'm glad that Dr. Ian just said that, because what we did was when Pete Piedra comes in, he has an actual thing that tests your body fat, and I think you was like a 27% or 26%, and I was at 27%. So we was just gonna go see who was at a lower body percentage now, and what that difference was.
That's just interesting. I'd be interested to see what the changes are. But as far as the weight loss, like we did in Celebrity Fit Club, and Celebrity Fit Club,
what if it's good enough for them?
Yeah, that's how
it's
we
good
do
enough for us.
Right, that's the fair way. You know, I got this. Speaking of almonds, I got this snack line coming out in a few months. Shred snack.
Message.
But I bring it up because you talk about almonds, right? And you said cinnamon, because I have the cinnamon popcorn that we're making. Word. Oh my goodness.
How many pieces of popcorn are in
this
bag?
It's a bag. It's 150 calories or less. It's a pretty full bag. But we're gonna have cinnamon. We're gonna have barbecue popcorn. We're gonna have some cheddar popcorn, and we're gonna have energy bars that are high in protein. You want to bulk up a little bit, but low in calories.
Because here's my undoing, and I think Todd can attest to this. We go to a lot of movie screenings, and you could be good, and you have every intention on doing right.
But it's hard to pass that popcorn.
Yo, as soon as you smell that buttered popcorn. So I've been hitting up the Snackwell's company, because they make their little popcorn, but their bags are so small though, but they're easy to smuggle in the theater, so it works. But
it's called Shred Pop.
Wait, and can we buy this online, or
it's gonna be in stores and online. We're gonna start probably at GNC first.
Okay.
Right. So hey, GNC, you need to sponsor our challenges in the future. But we're gonna start there in a couple months, and then we're gonna go wide. But it's gonna be good. Listen, I just want to say you guys have been awesome. You guys have, the way you guys have adopted and made it your own. See, this is just, the shred is just a blueprint. You guys have to lay on top of the blueprint how you want it to look like, and what you guys have done on radio and on Dish Nation and on Twitter has just been phenomenal. So I want to thank you guys for inspiring others, because I'm using you guys to say, look, this is what these guys did on their own. I didn't ask you guys to do this. You guys came up with it, and it's just been a tremendous success, and you helped a lot of people.
Man, it helped us, and it was great. I mean, like, and the thing about it is, I think when things are right and they're true and authentic, they just fall in line, because, like, we like to thank you. Like Ricky got involved, Under Armour got involved, and it's like all of the people that we've inspired, inspire us. And like we both said, we never had this conversation. And one day he said, hey man, after we finish this, I'm going to take like a week or two, we're going to do it again. And I was thinking the same thing, because this becomes a way of life. It's not just we did a shred challenge in 6 weeks and then we're going to just balloon back up. We're like, we're going to do it again in a couple of weeks.
And we want to tell people, they should join our Shredder Nation. We got a great Facebook page.
On Facebook,
Yep, Shredder Nation. Join that. And
go
on Twitter.
I see something in his hair crack.
Go on Twitter at Dr. Ian Smith. Spell the doctor out, I-A-N Smith. Follow me on Twitter. So,
you know what? Just let everybody remember, because what happened was, and we're going to play this back. When we first started, we were trying to figure out what the prize would be.
Right.
And we said, we got money. We didn't want it to be a cash reward. So we said that we was going to get a $500 gift card from Mac. Dr. Ian called on his own and said, hey, I want to give you guys a cash reward on his own. And I was like, that's not necessary. We already have one. And he says, well, how much is it? I said $500. He says, I'm going to match it. Let's salute him for that.
Indeed,
so
indeed.
it is a $1,000 gift card from the Mac store, which I'm going to buy the new iPad 2 and maybe some.
You got to use
You're
some of your
gonna
own
buy-
money apparently.
I was
Because
gonna say,
I've won already.
Oh.
I've won already.
I love this.
you know, Davy Crockett
this-
was just
this-
as confident as this man was here.
This right here is over. I've won. I am actually going to order that iPad and have it done. And Under Armour.
I would check the return policy.
And then Under Armour said that the winner is going to get a $1,000 shopping spree online with Under Armour. Shout out to Lindsay Aronson and Amanda Rosier and Leon Duncan at Under Armour.
I'm gonna look
What's up,
so
Leon?
great in those clothes.
So, as you said, you could just give it to me because this contest, this competition is over. It was over from day one, and it's over now. I can't wait till the next episode when we see the defeat on your face after we weigh in, Crack.
Oh, it's gonna be the same face I have now.
Yo, thanks for tuning in, man. It's been a blast. Thanks for coming by, Dr.
And show
Ian.
them what the book looks like
Oh,
in
yeah.
the event that they don't know.
Here's a copy of the book, Shred the Revolutionary Diet. 6 weeks, 4 inches, 2 sizes. Man, it's been #1 for 11 weeks on the New York Times bestsellers list.
So are you gonna write a sequel? Like, I mean, where do you go from there?
You want to know the truth? You ready for this?
Go for it.
Here's the second part of it. Super Shred.
Ha! I love it.
You like that? Super Shred. Next January.
Can't wait for it, man. Dr. Ian Smith. Follow him online at Dr. Ian Smith. Join Shredder Nation on Facebook. And once again, big shout out to Under Armour. If you're going to work out at Under Armour. You'll sweat, but you'll look cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And also, you're going to be in Chicago coming up in the next couple weeks?
Yeah, April 19th to 21st, we have our first Shredder weekend. It's going to be in Chicago. If people want to come, go online, Dr. Ian Smith, spell doctor out, IanSmith.com, and register for us or tell your family and friends who may be in Chicago. We have people flying in from across the country.
We're flying in.
But you guys are coming.
I'm going to
in.
wear my shirt
You're
so
gonna
they can
wear
know.
your shirt. So we're going to have a good time. We're going to have other Shredder weekends, all of us hopefully, in other cities and, make this thing happen.
Can't wait, man. Dr. Ian Smith, y'all. Shredder Nation, let's get acclimated.
Crack, use the big word.
I know I meant to say activated, but acclimated works.
That's good.